Well, great tradition at Laguna Hills High School has been their arts department, and we have a gentleman on here who is their new band director, Adam Bovey. Did I pronounce
Yes,
that
that's
right?
correct.
All right. And they just have had a great performance tradition over there, particularly when it comes to music. Their bands, they're great actors over there, their plays and all. And coming up in just a week from Friday is the 1940s Spring Swing Concert and Dance. So I want to welcome you. And
Thank you very much.
how long have you been there? This is your first year?
This is my first year at Laguna Hills High School, and it's really great to be there, and it's really great to be a part of this great community that we have here, both inside Laguna Woods Village. We've got several kids that are living with grandparents at Laguna Woods, and also in the Greater Saddleback Valley area as well.
And as I said, the tradition there is fantastic. And so you're taking over a spot there that has been ongoing for quite a long time. And tell me what you plan to bring to this to the
So
school.
one of the things I really wanted to make sure that I brought to the school was the experiences that kids need to have of being a part of a team and a part of a group where the effort that you put in translates into really, really great experiences out. For instance, in the fall, we compete in our marching band. And this year, we started out not really having too many high expectations, and we ended up being 1/10 of a point away from being the best band in the state under 60 people.
Wow.
Yeah, so we had some really great things going on, and the kids have just ridden that wave of excellence all the way through to improve more than I ever thought they could. And this is the bands, the orchestras, and the jazz ensemble, which hasn't really competed competitively before I got there for years and years. And now we've started to really ramp things up. And one of the things we wanted to do was give them the opportunity to really learn from their elders. Jazz is a quintessentially American art form, one of the only ones. And one of the ways that it's unique is that it's an oral tradition, meaning that you learn it just like a story. You get told the story by your elders. I got it told to me by Jim Cheatham, who learned his stuff from Papa Joe Jones when they were both in the 1946 Army Ground Forces Band.
Wow.
So all that stuff translates directly down, and I want to make sure I pass that on to the students so that they can really hear and get to experience those great gigs and those great things that we all get to do as jazz musicians.
And that's so true what you were saying about jazz being storytelling. And it is truly an American art form, very unique, and I think one of the most unique ones that we have here. There are many styles of jazz, right? And your jazz band here, are they picking up sort of I'm looking at the concert that's coming up, sort of that era of Glenn Miller, Count Basie? And
Absolutely. We're going to be playing a lot of Count Basie. We're going to be playing some Glenn Miller. We're going to be picking up a lot of things having to do with the 30s, 40s, 50s, just the classic really area of big band swing. But more so than that, we've got some cha-cha, we've got some rumba, we've got some Latin influence things that really bring in the world aspect of this music, where it's really a melting pot. You wouldn't have jazz being the way it is without having all these different cultures coming together. And one of the more important things is that jazz is not a past tense thing. Elliot Deutsch's big band, the people that are headlining our event, we're going to have our band, we're going to have La Paz Middle School's band, we're going to have Elliot's pro band playing. Elliot is in his early 30s, just like I am, and we all grew up like listening to this music. This music is still going on. Elliot's won the American Society of Composers Young Composers competition a couple of years running with a lot of his charts that he arranges for big band. So we're still going, and we're going to have some great entertainment there. Some of the best young players in LA and in Orange County and all over California are going to be playing at the Laguna Hills Community Center on April 10th, helping our music programs at Laguna Hills.
And what's great, as you said, is that jazz is not a thing of the past, and neither is swing music has come back very, very strong. And it's great to have this tradition there. Do you find that these young kids, particularly when it comes to this type of music, both the swing and the jazz, are they picking up on the history and the importance of it?
They absolutely are, and part of that is that as an instructor and as members of the culture, as people who are in the know, it's our job to pull their coat a little bit about it. It's our job to say, hey, it's not just enough to play do-dot. You have to know why that note needs to be played. You have to know what cause those rhythms and those syllables and that feeling to be generated historically in the 30s, 40s, 50s, and even today. So they really are picking up on it, and they really play very well. They swing.
Yeah, I think this is going to be just fantastic. And as I said, we've had folks on, the kids on, and also other directors over the years from Laguna Hills High School, and they just have a wonderful program over there, don't they? Just in general, and you're a part of it.
Yeah, and it's great to take that and continue it on to the next level. It's really, really great to have kids that are really dedicated to the craft and dedicated to the art, and see what all we can all accomplish when we all work together.
Yeah. Now, as the band director, do you oversee everything that goes on musically there, and also the plays that they do? Are you directing the music there, or do you have other instructors?
In conjunction with Miss Susan Lord and Miss C.J. Campbell, the drama director and the choir director respectively, we all oversee together a lot of the musical things that go on. I'm mostly responsible for the instrumental side of things. Miss Campbell responsible for the vocal side, and Miss Lord is responsible for the dramatic arts side. Actually, we're all coming together to do the spring musical coming up April 30th, May 1st, May 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, where we'll be playing as part of the musical pit, and the drama and the vocal people will be playing on stage as part of the cast. So yeah, we all come together and do good things.
That's good. What are they? What are they doing?
Big Fish is going to be the musical this year. If you remember, about 6-7 years ago, a movie called Big Fish came out about a grandfather telling stories to his son. They've made that into a musical, and it's actually really, really a great story.
So wow, you have to come back on and bring some other people with you, and we'll talk about that. But again, this is the 1940s Spring Swing Concert and Dance, and it's coming up on Friday, April 10th, and it's at the Laguna Hills Community Center, so it's not at the high school. The center's right, it's right next door.
It's right down the hill. It's literally right down the hill, and it's a great venue. Beautiful big dance floor, big stage for the big band. We're going to have everything mic'd up. We're going to have an Italian dinner for everybody that comes in. Yeah, so for $15, your ticket buys you entertainment from 3 bands, a big dance floor, an Italian-style dinner, and just the ability to go out and cut a rug. We're going to have really great entertainment there. We're also going to have a couple of dance instructors there. Younger kids, younger people who are into, say, the Memory Swing Club, a couple of other places around town that still do swing and ballroom dancing. They're going to be out both dancing just as a demo and also teaching a couple of lessons. So, just in case you're a little bit rusty, you can always, kind of learn and come over and have some fun.
And what this is really kind of reminiscent of is the big nightclub era of that time, where people would go out. They would spend an evening. They would have a nice dinner and sit around a dance floor and get up when they wanted to and dance.
Absolutely, and we're also going to have we're having 3 different groups playing 3 different kinds of music. We have the La Paz Middle School Band, which just got back from the Monterey Jazz Festival, where they were a featured performer. Our band, Laguna Hills High School, which I'm kind of getting going, we're going to have a smaller big band, but everything's going to be really, really swinging with that. And then for 90 minutes, Elliot and his pro band are going to do just an amazing set of things where everybody's going to be able to dance to a bunch of different styles of music. We're going to have alcohol for sale there as long as you're over 21. And so it's just going to be a great, beautiful night where you can come out and really reminisce and remember those great eras of the 30s, 40s, 50s, where the music really was king.
And you can't beat it for $15.
Yeah, it's really, really, really.
That's
really
amazing.
Yeah.
Tell me, obviously the kids benefit from this, but the community as a whole benefits. This community, Laguna Hills, the whole area benefits from this.
Yeah, absolutely. So the kids benefit just by being a part of something where they are required to make sure that they know their part. They know what's expected of them, and they're part of a team. I always say in my class and in music, 90% isn't an A. If you get 90% of the notes right, trust me, you don't want to hear it.
Yeah.
Okay? You get 100% of the notes right, and you understand that your job is to be a part of this team. That's something they don't get in a bunch of other classes. So that's what the kids get out of it. But more so than that, the kids understand now what giving back to the community and understanding the histories and traditions of their culture and their community really mean to everybody around it. The community gets a bunch of kids and a bunch of young people that understand that there's value in having community, and that there's value in doing what you say you're going to do, that there's value in integrity, and there's value in pride in your work, and there's value in doing a service for the community just simply because the community is an important part of who we are, both as Americans and as humans. And that's to me, the most important thing that I teach. I don't necessarily teach music. I teach life. I teach life lessons disguised as music.
That's a great way to put it. And speaking of that, the life lessons, this is something that maybe they never play music professionally, but the fact that they have this skill and this love that will be instilled to them of this type of music, and then going forward in all kinds of music.
Absolutely. And so whether they choose to play maybe in community college like at Saddleback, where they have an excellent music program, or maybe they don't choose to play after high school at all, no matter what, they appreciate the idea and the effort and the work that it takes to learn an instrument and to learn a craft and to hone your skill. And they will become consumers of music to where the art doesn't die out and to where the music itself lives on in whatever format they decide to make it.
And besides just giving back to the community, this program, along with other programs you do, it benefits the students there and the musical program there in general. Right?
Absolutely. Everything that is donated, whether you buy a ticket or whether you go to our website, lhhsmusic.org, and pledge anything over on the PayPal link, everything's tax deductible and everything benefits the kids directly. Whether it's repairing instruments, whether it's providing coaches for them, whether it's providing a uniform or shoes or something to a kid that maybe can't afford them. We have a lot of people here who have been very, very blessed, and it's great. But we also have a lot of people in the community that are really just kind of struggling to get by. And to me, it would be a travesty to say, no, you can't do music just because you can't afford it. That's not something we do here at Laguna Hills. We want to make sure that everybody has the opportunity to do this, and this event helps the community ensure that we have arts education in this beautiful place we have.
Yeah, that's very true. I want to tell folks how they can get tickets here. Now, the website is lhhsmusic.org, Laguna Hills High School.
It's right there on the lower third, and you can go ahead and right when you get onto the page, there's a big flyer right in the front banner. Just click on it. You can go to the PayPal link. And if you happen to know anyone in the program, just put their name on the will call. You can go and use your credit card. It's perfectly secure. We use industry standard encryption. You can go ahead and go in and buy tickets that way and pick them up will call.
Oh, great.
If you don't want to try and do that, you can go ahead and use email, lagunahillsjazz@gmail.com, or even better, if you're not comfortable with that, if you're more of an old-fashioned person like I am, you can go ahead and use the telephone. You can call 949-713 9218, and we'll sell you tickets there.
Yeah, that number's on the screen as well. So you can see there's all different ways to get tickets. You can see this is going to be a wonderful event. It's going to be just an evening of kind of going back in time in a way, where you're going to enjoy just great music, some dancing if you like, some great food. And I think this is absolutely wonderful, Adam, what you're doing here.
Thank you very much.
And,
it's really wonderful to be
see
here.
Like another generation going forward. That it's great that they're learning all the tech and they're doing all that. That's vitally important. But the fact that they're learning traditions in music and arts in general is, I think, even more important.
Well, thank you very much. I really, really believe so too. And with your help and the community's help, we can continue this for a long time to come.
All right. We hope to see you again next time
very much,
around.
sir.
All right. We'll be right back. Very good.